Alberto. Do we got fully loaded commentary coming up?
Hello?
Just in time.
What's up, guys?
Oh man, I thought you had it. I believe.
Dude, I got stuck on their stadium.
What is up?
That's
always happens, man. I always lose a stop somewhere.
You held in too much going to the ledge. You really believe that you were getting there first, I guess. But
Then, like, I saw I missed it, but I drifted way too in. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the miss, and I was ready to up B, but
yeah,
just a little too late, you know. Should have air dodged.
So, what about this matchup, though?
I don't actually know much about this matchup.
Oh, come on, man.
Dude, what?
Let's go Vic. Sorry, there's my bias.
Yeah.
Let's go Al too. I also like Al, but Vic's my housemate, so you know you can never.
Greener's a memer.
Greener is.
Who is Greener?
He's the best doc in Ontario.
Okay, I think he's got to be from London, right?
Maybe.
Don't say if you are. We'll just assume now.
No, Greener, you gotta let us know now. You can't leave us in the dark.
No, leave us in the dark, because it doesn't matter, because I'm just going to assume it anyway.
Alright, all I know about this matchup is that you can separate Ices really easy because of Shine.
Ooh, Nana's dead.
You saved him. The homie.
How did that work?
Oh, man.
From Israel.
Of course.
The hard part about this matchup is, like, dude, Sopo is so scary, man. Literally one down smash at 50, and you don't DI it right, you're dead.
So, I do know that, actually, I could just be spewing garbage. I'm pretty sure that wave dash in down smash is 7 frames for that down smash to come out, which is the same as like a dash in and grab. So I mean, as Sopo, you could just like do without the grab and just down smash, and like if you're to, well, I mean, minus if they're shielding, but.
Do you know what actually Al told me at the beginning of this tournament? And he was actually excited. He told me he's never faced Vic before. This is the first time I've ever played.
Oh, dang. See, I lost for this to happen.
Yeah, so like this
I
is
secretly the nice guy, guys.
God
That's actually
damn.
sick, though.
Like I'm actually surprised that these two have never played, considering like, you know, like when I got into the scene, you know, Vic was playing and Al was playing. They're both top players.
Yeah.
And Al was always here for the summer, and they were both active.
I guess like Vic never showed up whenever Al showed up, really.
I guess not.
Because Al would show up to like the GCS, and I never see Victor.
Like I'd always like remember when I was getting into the community, I'd always see like Vic play Kenneth or play Jonah, but never saw him play Al. Actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah. Or like against like Sauce as well.
You know what's crazy is I feel like Al's been keeping up with this with mostly Sopo.
That was
actually minus that stock, but like I think the first 2 stocks Al was Sopo for a majority of them. It begs the question, where is Sopo on the tier list, and why is it first?
So I think you guys ever check Fiction's Twitter? Fiction has some hot takes.
Oh, Fiction?
Oh yeah, Fiction does have hot takes. Ever since he like came back and like after his hiatus, like this dude's Twitter is fire.
See,
I love it.
I bring this up because after he lost to Bananas, I think a couple weeks after, he posted on Twitter that Sopo beats Fox.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Didn't he, when Genesis happened and he just lost to Zane because of the Phantom, didn't he like say something really nasty on Twitter? Like
he did.
Something funny? It was like
did.
because the Phantom costed him the set.
Yeah, he definitely did.
I mean, his Twitter's pretty fire.
Yeah.
But also, like, yeah, he said some pretty messed up stuff. I enjoy it. I think it's great for the scene.
Yeah.
I enjoy all drama.
You wouldn't expect it from Fiction, you know? Well, like, Fiction seems like the quiet guy.
I think he's going to the Mango. I hope he gets the summit spot.
Well, I hope Moki gets it.
Ooh, actually, sorry, Moki number 1.
Moki just got enough to go to Mango, I think.
Sick.
And Moki, no, it was None who almost got in last time and then
lost to SFAT. That was so sad.
That actually sucks.
The turning point was that FD game.
Yeah. Well, we're...
Oh, Vic.
The triple
You're
shot.
sick.
Damn.
Sick stuff. Oh, alright.
I think that's where Vic excels, is destroying Nana.
Yeah.
Because I feel like he plays a lot
Randall?
at home against computers.
Yeah, he does.
So,
he just kind of grinds stuff.
I feel like it is something that's practicing.
Hello, it's not like you're saying with his roommate or anything, but
like, he
plays against computers.
He doesn't.
I think the level...
grind stuff randomly on his own? Like
no.
check?
No.
He used to tell me though.
That was back when he lived at home.
Yeah.
And back when he was like learning Melee.
He lived in the mountains?
Lived in the mountains of Orleans.
Yeah.
Now he's living on Sunnyside with the boys. With the boys, right, you thing?
I was gonna say, dude, down smash almost killed him.
Do not pull me in this.
It's like Fight Club, man.
It's Fight Club.
You don't talk about it.
Don't talk about it.
I actually would love if you could make like a hack pack version where you have the slider scale for CPU level, and it goes for level 5, it goes to Saber 5.
Saber 5. What does that mean? Randomly charging up smash in place?
Yeah.
And if you can avoid that, you're actually not bad at melee. If you don't run into charged up smashes, you know you're not.
It's
Garbo.
good, man. Everyone makes fun of it, and I watched your sets to learn stuff. I'm like, damn, like you're beating people with that. I could do that.
But as much as people think I throw it out all the time, I only throw it out at the end when I'm like BMing. Like I'm not trying to like toot my own horn. I put them out like conservatively. Because if I show them, like when people realize I start up smashing in place, or when you do something often, they're not going to adapt to it. And an example of that was when Vic was playing Android first set in winners. Android was always realizing that Vic was doing the just full DIL back air to try and catch his float, and they just adapted, so Vic's edge guards weren't successful for the rest of the set. You got to learn to be adaptive and have a good mix-up.
Yeah.
And I feel like one thing Al has to be mixing up, maybe just because he's trying to read Vic's tech patterns, but when Al's trying to go for a tech chase or a knockdown, he's always going for the wave dash down smash, trying to read a tech. He's being very read-based versus reactionary.
It's actually nuts how well his Sopo has been doing now.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Sopo beats Spacies.
Oh, I didn't even know he just jumped that whole time.
Oh my gosh. If he down smash right away after, that was lights out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Misses the Shine Bear.
The up tilt.
Oh my god.
I sure always want Vic to win. Just Al's so sick.
Al's solid.
Al's solid. This is why he's A. Or why he's S tier.
So he's S tier. Oh, he's dead.
Oh my god!
He's not dead. I lied.
Ooh, shit. That was juicy.
Oh man.
That was very juicy.
Come on, Vic.
Seriously, we gotta unban wobbling for Al, because that's
Wobbling's
just
not
unfair.
banned.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Can confirm that Al's only wobbled, well, that I know of, only wobbled twice.
Yeah.
And both of them were against Kage.
But the problem is, like, he
TCS.
just ended that game too quickly. Like, he could have easily wobbled for another, like, 200%, because he was, what, only at 115 when he died after that smash tag?
Why can't Al do the Jonah and wobble him to 300 BM and make the games longer? God damn it, Al.
Oh, my God.
Dude, see,
I'm telling you, man, he doesn't even
down
need
smash?
mana. Like,
But like,
yeah,
as much
down
as he did
smash
stop,
is nuts.
as much as he did stop
Die
playing,
as Falco, man.
for the good players that still stuck with Ices after the wobbling ban, it made them such better players in my opinion. Like watching Jesus play and like actually getting to play him in friendlies and like talk to him a bit more ever since the ban. Like your neutral has to be so much better, and same with your punish, because you can't just rely on the BPM with A. You have to actually have nice desync combos and everything. So I feel like it makes the economy of the game better.
Definitely makes the neutral better for sure. Just because like you're not, some people might always be fishing grabs, right? So kind of makes you might not always want to go for the grab. Go for something else that might get you the actual neutral win and then lead to a grab. But no, it's.
I think more so than like. Okay, so like Ice Climbers gonna be like, oh man, it's because I don't have this amazing punish game or like easier punish game with wobbles, I'm not gonna be able to do well. But the reality is, like, what happens when you say no wobbling is the other people are just less afraid to go in.
Yeah.
There's like, I think that's more effective on like how it's gonna change the like how Ices do in the meta, is just if they're not able to wobble, then everyone else's play style just changes that much more against Ices. Because you're not thinking, oh, this is like an incredible like tech skill test.
Yeah. I think the other thing is like Ices still have really ridiculous punishes off of throws.
Yeah.
Oh, not Sheik Ices. Sheik Ices is cancer. Sheik Ices.
I don't even
like,
care.
That doesn't change anything.
Okay, wobbling's
wobbling's
change
banned.
shit.
It doesn't change Sheik Ices. Sheik still loses that
I've
matchup
never felt
100%.
that I lose to Ices because of wobbling.
Yeah.
You just lose harder, you know?
Yo, yeah, seriously.
Like when I get wobbled, and when I was wobbled when there was no wobbling ban, it was just like, in my head I honestly thought, hey, he could also chain grab me for the same percent.
Yeah.
What's the difference? It's free. But now, Vic on potentially his tournament stock here. See if he can get
Do you
some
think he can
cooking.
do it?
He's got to get rid of Nana ASAP.
I don't know. I think he's focusing on that too much, actually. Like there, he got up aired out of it.
And like, I feel like Al just doesn't even care. Oh
dead.
man.
Oh, misses the fair just slightly.
The angle.
I think it was he had to go for the suicide fair instead.
He could have just wait. He could have just S smashed, honestly.
He could have,
if
but
read,
he wanted to
read the angle. But,
get end in style.
Yeah, true.
Al's a stylish dude.
That-
Oh.
The double back air, that will be it.
That was an
Al.
insta quit. That's a 3
Vic's good
over
at that,
Al,
the
man.
insta